Hello everyone, this is Just a Dad. Today I'm going to do an unboxing and show you how to install this Ring Doorbell Pro wired doorbell. So here's everything that comes in the box. I'm going to explain each and every one of these parts. Here's the actual Ring camera. Now there is some protective films on here and we have to push this out. It can be a little tricky, but you're going to push the black part, separate the cover, okay? And then it says there are protective films on the bottom and the top. Those are very important to get off. Here's the back side of it. We're going to be connecting the doorbell wiring. There is no built-in battery with this. You do have to have doorbell wiring power. And there's the cover. Now we can install these brackets. These brackets are to help us with the aiming of the angle. So if you want it angled towards your door more, you can use that one. If you want it aimed up or even possibly down more, you can use that one. But you don't have to use these brackets. I can simply just install the doorbell with the wood screws. Now the screws are also going to be very important. We've got security screws, which are used to hold the cover on. We've got these wood screws, and then we got these other screws that are for the brackets. It does come with a screwdriver. This is for the security screw. I'm sorry, these are the B is the security screws which go into the bottom. You do get an extra one. Okay, now let's talk about this. This is called the Ring Power Kit V2. We're going to be putting this if you have a door chime. We've got these other wires here too. Now these two are like jumpers. So if you need some extra wire, you can just simply put these jumpers, or not jumpers, but these little extensions underneath here and here. And then you could just wire nut. That gives you, take this off here. That's what the wire nut's for. So your existing wiring, you could just connect it like that. I'm going to be putting my existing wiring right here. Now these two are for your actual door chime. So I've got my old doorbell, I got a mock-up here, but test your doorbell. Don't remove power yet. So press your existing doorbell. Do you have a door chime on the inside that's powered by these wires? If so, then you're going to be installing this other part. That's where this part comes in. So you're going to be installing this. This is the door chime that's inside your house. Take the cover off. Remove power, so open the breaker, make sure there's no power here, and you're going to be putting that across the two wires, the front and the transformer wire. You still leave those wires connected. You do not remove them off the chime. You're just going to put it across from that one to that one. And that's these. That's why they give you these little spade terminals. So loosen those wires, put this across. Now this will stay up in your chime. It has a little piece of two-sided tape. Take that off, stick it in a place that's not going to interfere with anything. Now this other jumper is for, you can take that off if you don't have spade, if you need to hook these up like to actual wires, but I've got spade. That's what I'm going to be using. Loosen the door chime wires for the front door. If you're going to be installing this on the front door, loosen the ones for the front and the transformer. And then this just stays up in the door chime. Let's go over some measurements real quick. So the doorbell itself is almost 4 3/8. Left to right, you're looking at about 1 3/4. Sticks out from the wall about 7/8. The screws are approximately 4 1/4 apart. Now this wall bracket, this angled one's about 1/2 inch, and then this one's about 1/2 inch. And again, they're about 4 1/2 by 1 3/4. There is a QR code here. You're going to be scanning this when you set it up. There's a reset button here. It does have a speaker. There's the actual button, and there's the camera. So we want to ensure we have between 16 and 24 volts AC. Okay, so I've got my wires hooked up to a multimeter, volts AC. I'm going to turn power on. Okay, I have a steady 24.95 volts AC. Now I turned power off and now I don't have power. Okay, let's actually hook the wires up. Now, the camera goes up top. We're gonna just loosen these. Just a number 2 Phillips. Loosen them, and I'm just gonna wrap the wire around. You know, put a little hook on it. Just stick it underneath there. Like that. You can kind of bend it. All right, and let's do the same for the other one. Okay, I've got the wires hooked up. Again, I'm going to tuck them back in there. Now the wires looks like they come down from the top about almost 2.5 inches is where you're going to need the hole to be, right about there. Now you're going to install these screws, or you could put these brackets on, but you'd want to put the wires through the brackets first. Then you're going to take these wood screws that look like this. They got like a little O-ring on them. They're not super long. And you're going to put them in, and then you're going to mount them. Okay, we don't want to put the cover on yet because we got to scan that QR code. Okay, let's go ahead and turn power on. Now, it does say, there's a little note that says it may not power up right away. You got to wait just a little bit. Okay, that took about 20 seconds or so.
Welcome to Ring, the world's most advanced doorbell.
So in my mock-up, I don't have an existing doorbell. I've just got this plug-in transformer. It has a really long wire, and I can power my Ring doorbell with this transformer that I plug in. So I won't be installing this. I would have installed this on my existing door chime. In the Ring app, go to the very bottom, click on Set Up New Device. Click Doorbells. Okay, it opened up the camera app on my phone. I scanned that QR code. It was on the right side of the doorbell. Now you got to give it a name. Okay, it walked me through a setup on how to install it, but I already have it. I'm going to put, it's going to want to get your Wi-Fi. So you got to stay close to it. Yes, the light is spinning. So I click the light is spinning. Now it's going to transmit a Wi-Fi signal. We're going to connect our phone. There's going to be a Wi-Fi being transmitted from this. And there it is. I got to join that Wi-Fi.
It's connected to the Ring app.
All right, so we're connected to the app. Now pick the Wi-Fi you want. And then you may have to give it the password.
Bell is connecting to the internet.
Okay.
Just a moment. Rome wasn't built in it.
So it's going to connect to the internet. It's probably going to do an update. So this could take about 5 minutes.
Ready to go. With Ring, you're always home.
And it's installing an update, so it could take about 10 minutes. It may look like it's not doing anything, but it's installing an update. Now we can put the cover on. It should just snap on. And then you're going to take this, that's the security screw that will only work with this Ring screwdriver that comes with it, and you're going to put it in the little screw hole down here. Now during the install, we want to make sure and keep this nice and clean. That really does help with the camera. Okay, I've got it in live view. It's got kind of like a fisheye look to it. Now you can't change that, but it's got a really wide view and an up-down view. Okay, so now when we press the button,
Someone's at the office.
So if you have like an Alexa device, a show device, it'll automatically turn the screen on and show you the video. So it'll show you who's at the door. Or you can just get a Ring chime that you just plug in and it connects, and this will ring with different tunes. Now, as long as that blue light is going in a circle, it is recording. Now, this also has motion sense. So when somebody comes up to the door, they don't even have to press the doorbell. It'll sense their motion, and then it will start recording and give you a notification. Now, I can speak to someone through here. So if they ring the doorbell, or if I get a notification they're there, I can tell them, oh, leave the package, I'm in the back door. And I can also just turn on live view. So say I'm somewhere and I just want to see what's going on where this camera is at. I can just turn on live view and look at it in my app. Now it does have head-to-toe video, so it's got a really wide angle for the top also. Now this is part of the bird's eye view. So if you've got other Ring cameras, you can have a map overlay in your app and you can tell it where this is on that map. And then in bird's eye view, when somebody comes walking up, it'll show you on the map where they're walking up, and it just won't show you like, oh, it's the front door. It'll show you it. The bird's eye view is really, really neat. So this does have built-in greetings. So if somebody presses the doorbell, and let's say you're not home, it can speak to them and tell them, oh, leave the package down below or whatever. So it has automatic greetings. And again, this will connect to the 2.4 gigahertz and the 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi. So I hope this unboxing and how to install video helps. Thanks everybody for watching.